how to do basic granny squares. These are some I've made. I'm making these for a cardigan at the moment, but I'm going to show you how to go around the corners, how to change the colours, and let's go. I'm going to do this as if it's for complete beginner, so forgive me if you're a bit further along. I'm using a 3.5 hook and just some double knitting yarn. To begin, wrap the wool around, but as you go, cross it over like that. Put your hook under the first string and hook the second, and then when you pull, you'll be attached. So we are going to chain 6, and to do this, you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook and pull it through like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you've got a little chain. To join, we're going to join this into a circle. To do that, we're going to put the hook into the first chain that we made. So that one there, put the hook through. We're going to grab the yarn and pull it through. So you've now got 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull that loop through the first loop. So now you should have a little attached circle like that. Now to continue to make the granny square, we're going to chain 3 again. So same thing, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do a treble stitch into the ring. So I'm using UK terms, so it would be double crochet if you're USA. So we're going to go around the yarn, through the loop, pull up a loop. So now you've got 3 loops on your hook, round the hook again, and you're going to pull through 1, 2. And then you're going to go round again, pull through 1, 2. So you're back to 1 loop. So now you've got the chain that you made and the treble. So we're going to do 1 more treble. So round, through, pull up a loop. So you've got 3, and then around and through 1, 2 loops, around and through 2 loops again. And that's it. That's your first section of the granny square done. So we're going to do that again. We're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to go round, through the circle, pull up a loop. So you've got 3 loops on your hook. And we're going to go through 1, 2, round and through 2 again. Do that again. So yarn around, through your circle, catch the yarn, pull it through. Now you've got 3 loops. Catch the yarn again, pull through 2, yarn around, pull through 2. We're going to do that once more. Yarn around, through, up, through 2, through 2. So now you've got 2 sections of your granny square done. So chain 3 again, and the same thing again. So we need to do this 4 times. So through the middle, up, through 2, through 2. Do that slowly. Yarn around, through your circle, grab the yarn, give you 3, grab it, through 2, through 2. So that's the 3rd section. You can just wiggle it along to make room. So we're going to do that 1 more time, and then that's the first bit done. So chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3. Yarn around hook, through the circle, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then yarn around, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn around, pull through 2 loops. 1 more, last one, yarn around, through your circle, catch the yarn, pull it up, 3 loops on your hook, catch the yarn, through 2, and through 2. So that is your 4 sections of the middle of your granny square. To finish this off, we need to join to the beginning. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, and we're going to join this to the top of the very first chain that you've done. So remember that little chain just there? You're going to find the top of the chain, you're going to go through, pull up a loop, so now you've got 2, and pull that loop through the loop. So you've now got the beginning, that's the center part of the granny. Hope you can see. So now I like to turn and go back round the other way. That's because I like the texture it gives me. Some people just go all the way around and around and around, but I like the texture that it gives me, so I'm going to do that way. If you want me to do another video with the other way, I will. We're going to join another colour now. I'm going to snip the yarn to join in the second colour. We've got our loop where we left off from the last round, so we're going to just make a loop with your new colour and pull it through the loop that you've got on there. You can just pull the little tail and it will tighten it down. So I'm going to chain and then I'm going to turn. The chain is exactly the same as last time. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to turn. So we're going to go back round the other way. This is where you can just crochet over the little tails to get them out of the way. So I'm just going to hold them like that. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, trebles again. This counts as 1 treble, this chain. So we need to do 2 more. And we're going to go into the space between the trebles that we did before. So into these spaces here. So round the hook, through the space, grab the yarn up. You've now got 3, yarn around, through 2, through 2. So we now got the chain and 1 treble. Right, same thing again, yarn around, through the space, pick up the yarn, 3 on the, pick up 2, and through 2. That's your first one made. So I'm just going to put the tail, I'm just going to snip that off. So now we need to make a corner. And to do that, we're just going to simply chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go back into the same hole gap that we just did, and that's going to make our corner. So around the hook, through the gap, pick up the yarn. So you'll have 3 on your hook, yarn around, through 2, yarn around, through 2. Twice more, last one. So now what we've got is the corner. That's going to be the corner of your granny square. So it's going to be this part. We're not going to chain 3 this time. We are going to chain 1, and that's going to be enough to get us over to the next gap. So chain 1, trebles again. So yarn over, through the gap, pick up the yarn, yarn round, through 2, through 2. So 2 more trebles. Yarn over, through gap, up, through 2, through 2. Again. So we're going to do the same as we did on this corner. We're going to chain 3, and we're going to do 3 more trebles into the same gap. So there's 1, 2, 3. So we've now got 2 corners. So we'll do that again just so you've got it. Remember, chain 1, not 3. That will get us over to there. Round the hook, through the gap, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. Round, through, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. Round, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. Now we need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now 3 more trebles in the same gap, and that will give us another corner. Through 2, through 2, round, up, through 2, through 2, 1 more, round, through 2, through 2. So we've got 3 corners. Chain 1. We're going to go over to our last corner. So yarn around, through the gap, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, chain 3, and then 3 more in the same gap. 1. Now, to join this, we've got a slightly bigger gap, so we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to join this just like we did before in the top of the chain that we made to start. So into the top chain, pull up a loop, so you've got 2, and then just take that loop through the first one. So now we've got a mini granny. You sort the tails out, weave the tails in afterwards, just poking out the way. So now the next round, so we're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the next one in the brown colour. So to join the next colour, just snip that one off, just like before. Make a loop, pull the loop through the previous loop, and then I tend to pinch it there because it stops it moving about. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, pull the tails a little bit to tighten it all up. You might crochet loose when you're learning, you can just pull those and tighten that up. So now we're back to the gap, so we're going to treble 3 into this space here. So round, through, up, so you've got 3 on the hook, round, through 2, through 2, round, through, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. So that's your first 3 round done. So now we need to get over to this corner piece. Chain 1, 3 trebles, so 1, twice, 3. Now we're making another corner here, so we need to chain 3. We're going to go round the corner, so we need to go back into the same gap just like we did before to make the corner. So 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3. So that's made the new corner of this round. Now we're going to carry on going around. I'm not going to zoom, don't worry. Chain 1, because we need to get now to this space. We're not going to the corner yet, we've got another space in between. So 3 trebles into that space there. So chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 again. The only time you're going to chain 3 really is on the corners. So chain 1. Now we're going to go into the corner. So yarn over into the corner, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, and just as before, 2 more. 1, 2. Chain 3. Now we're going to go back into the same gap right next to the others. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we've got halfway, almost round, 2 corners done. Chain 1. We're going to go into this between gap. So 3 trebles, chain 1. Now we're back to the corner. So we're going to 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles, all into that same gap. Yarn over, through, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, chain 3 because we're in the corner again, 3 more trebles into the same space. So that's 3 corners done. So now we need to chain 1. We're going to go into this middle space again. So 3 trebles into there, chain 1, 3 trebles into the corner, and then chain 3 so we can make the turn on the corner. 3 more trebles into the same corner, and to join to the next round exactly the same as before. Chaining 1 into the top of the very first chain, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the loop that you had on the hook. So now you can see we've got 1 more round to go, which I will do in green because this green is a little bit easier to see on the camera. So same as before, just snip your yarn off, make a loop with a new colour, pull it through the loop that you've already got on there. We're going to chain 3, turn. So we're back on the right side of the granny square now. Just give your tails a little pull to tighten those. So this is the last round, so we're going to do 2 more trebles into this gap directly under. 1, 2, chain 1, and now over to the first corner. So 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles into that corner. So yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, chain 3. We're going to do another 3 because we're on a corner. So yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, chain 1. Now this time we've got 2 spaces. So chain 1, we're going to do 3 trebles into this one, and we're going to chain 1, 3 trebles into this one. So that's the first treble, that's the second, that's the third. So 3 trebles into that gap, chain 1, into this one, 3 trebles, chain 1, second corner, same as before. It's all exactly the same. So in, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, chain 3 because we're in a corner. So yarn over, back into the same space, 3 more trebles, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2 spaces. So we can chain 1, 3 trebles, chain 1, 3 trebles. So I'll just do that now. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, next space, 1, whoops, 2, 3, chain 1, third corner, almost there, yarn over, through the corner space, through 2, through 2, chain 3 because we're in the corner, 3 more trebles, another corner done, chain 1, 2 spaces left on this side, and we are almost done. So same thing again, 3 trebles into the space, 1, again. It's actually easier for me to do it faster, but it's not so good for you to see. Right, 1 treble, 2 treble, 3 treble, chain 1, same thing again into the next gap, 3 trebles, last corner, chain 1, 3 trebles into the corner space. There's 1, 2, 3, chain 3 because we're in the corner, and we're going to do 3 more into the same space. There's 1, 2, 3. That's our final corner. So we've got 1 more space to go. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 3 trebles into this last space. So yarn over, through, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. So that's our last one, and we need to join to the first. So we're going to chain 1, and same thing again into the top of the beginning chain that we made, and pull up a loop, and that, just snip that off and pull that straight through. Now because I've turned, we've got tails on the wrong side, so we just poke those through. So there we go. That is how you do your different coloured granny square. I hope that was easier to follow than it seemed. If not, maybe I'll do another one. But like I said, I'm making a jumper at the moment with mine, and I will post pictures on my Facebook page once that's complete. So don't worry about going fast. Don't worry if it's too loose. Practice, 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 just like anything. And once you've got it, you'll be whizzing away. Hope that helps. The 2 dawns, I hope that helps. And any questions, please ask. Bye.